When's the last time we heard nothing?
Oh, my goodness.
What, Riri, what's wrong? His mean he's not breathing. Say he's not breathing. What happened, Rick?
No. It's not working.
Are you okay?
I lost my son.
That's something no parent should ever have to go through.
I was tearing us apart.
I'm gonna go finish the laundry. I'll see you.
Washing machine's broke again.
It's time to break the silence. To admit that both of you are hurting, and it's okay to lean on each other. It's not about being right and wrong at this point. It's about healing together. Crying is like taking your soul to the laundromat. So just let it out.
Hello, you guys have just seen the trailer for the movie Laundry, the short film, which is out right now. I had a chance to sit down with Alterik Miller, the writer, producer of the short film, and how this is loosely based on true events in his life. So I hope you guys enjoy the interview and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Conversations with Epiphany. Let's talk, the show where we dive deep into the essence of what makes our guests uniquely themselves. Join as we uncover the stories, experiences, and moments that shape their lives. From the triumphs to the trials, we're here to explore it all. Let's get talking and discover the heart of every story.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of Conversations with Epiphany. I'm so happy to be here with filmmaker, writer, Alterik Miller. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First of all, you have a new film called Laundry,
Yes.
making its headways all over. So first, like, what inspired you to write it? Where did that story first come from?
Laundry was kind of it's about my true story. My son was watching something on YouTube in cartoon form when he was 6, and it was teaching him how to hang himself.
Mhm.
So um, that's where me and my wife me and my wife, we found him, and we worked on him to get him back to at least breathing. Then once the ambulance and everybody came and took him, they got him to the hospital, and he's still here. He's 8 now.
Oh, good. Good, great. Wow, yes. So very like the story's very personal to you and
Yeah,
your family. Yes.
yeah,
The laundromat setting, it feels like it's very symbolic.
yes.
Was that always part of your idea, or did it come later in the writing process?
No, so the crazy thing is that doing laundry and therapy, they're kind of like things that people don't talk about, and they're kind of like mundane.
Mhm.
But they literally kind of work hand in hand in a way, because doing like if when you see the film, I have the lady in the film. She says doing laundry is therapeutic. It gives
Mhm.
you time with your thoughts,
Right.
because literally when I'm stressed out or anything, I know that I can do laundry and just take my time and take my mind off of things.
Right.
Whether it's like it comes even with cleaning the house. It's
Mhm.
stuff that just take your mind off of whatever you're going through at the time. So in laundry you have to go through steps. You have to, pre-treat. You have to you have to spray some things on some stains
Right.
and everything. And then, you got to wash it and everything and then dry. So it's the same
Right.
thing with laundry. I mean, same thing with
Mhm.
therapy. It's basically a pre-treating in therapy, as well as washing your memory and washing your thoughts as well and cleaning them up.
Right.
So
Mhm.
so yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Like when you look at it that way, that is so true. Like
Yeah,
your mind just goes somewhere else.
yeah.
Sometimes. So how did you balance the emotional weight of the story with hope and redemption?
Man, I'm still going through it.
Hmm.
Sometimes like even at certain festivals, I'll get emotional, whether I'm on stage talking on a panel or even in the crowd, I'll just, be shedding tears because I'm still dealing with it because my son isn't back 100% yet. But but then I'm seeing the way that the film is touching other people.
Hmm.
That's really what gets me. Just the way that it's touching other people and hitting other and then I'm meeting other parents that they're like, hey, damn, like one guy, he actually said that he lost his son. His son successfully committed suicide. And I was like, damn, like you said successfully. I'm like, okay, that's not good.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's the way that it's resonating and just changing lives is helping me.
Right, right. And what do you want the audience to feel by the end of watching your film?
I want them to feel the resilience of my son for one,
Mhm.
but then also just change the way that we parent. That's
Mhm.
really what it is. Stop giving the tablets to the kids just to get them out of your hair.
Mhm.
Um, get back to how when I was a kid, I
Mhm.
couldn't have I couldn't have a tablet or a
Mhm.
phone or anything at the table while we were eating dinner. We
Mhm.
had to eat dinner and that was it.
Right.
We had to talk and go through our day with our family.
Yeah.
Now everybody's on their phones, even the adults.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I want us everybody to just get back to just,
Right.
being a family again, being a
Right.
black family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And were there any like I know in the creative process, was it any changes that were made like from like you writing to like on screen, or was it like the way you wrote it was the way that it appeared on screen?
Um, so when I first wrote it, it was probably like 30 plus pages. I had to chop it down. I chopped it down to 18. Then on set, we were kind of changing things as well, changing dialogue as it flowed, which that always happens. And
Mhm.
I think we ended up with like 16 pages.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah. So, the main cast, Danielle and
yeah.
Tobias, like what made them the right leads for this story? How did that go about?
At the time, me and Tobe still, that's my brother right there. Me and him used to have the same manager at the time.
Mhm.
So it was a no-brainer, and we always was like, we gotta work, we gotta work, we gotta work. And then it just so happened that it's like, damn, we've been saying we gotta work. Like, okay,
Right.
you got a good face, you got a known face, and you can act. So I'm like, hey, you would you do this for me? He said, no problem.
Mhm.
And Danielle, I think Tobe knew Danielle, if I'm not mistaken, or either our manager at the time knew Danielle. But and then once I saw her work on Law and Order, and then me and my wife we was like, yeah, she's definitely the one. So she came through and she killed it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was challenging for you guys, or how long did it take from Laundry to go from script to screen? How was that process?
Um, from script, I think let me see. This happened 2 years ago when my son got hurt. He was I was in rehab with him still when some of my people on my team made me write it because they were kind of like, hey, your character has changed. You need to, get back to yourself. So that was, I'd say maybe less than 6 months. We were script to screen.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. So there's a line. It says hope and healing can all come out in the wash.
yeah.
Um, and I know we talked a little bit about that, but what does that mean to you personally?
Open healing can always come out in the wash. I'm I'm still, like I said, I'm still working through just everything. The healing, the hope part has already happened. You know, I was
Right.
hoping for my baby to still be here. He is.
Right.
Now we're still going through the healing because he's in a therapeutic school and we're still learning, just what he can accomplish and get back to, certain things he used to do and then certain things that we know like, okay, this is going to be a challenge. He might not be able to do this again. But so like I said, I'm past the hope part now that I'm still in the healing stages.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's yeah. And so how has this process of making this film changed your perspective as a storyteller?
Um I I noticed, so with this film being so personal, I noticed that there's a lack of real stories in the world that people can relate to and that resonate with people.
Mhm.
So I've become a different writer since this. I'm like, okay, I need to tell more stories that touch people.
Right.
And I just was like, okay, I just was like, all right, anything that I was gonna write
Mhm.
and I was that or anything that I did have before, like I had romance dramas and I
Mhm.
had horror movies, I was like, yeah, I need to change.
Mhm. Mhm.
So this really changed just how I write, how I'm a filmmaker and everything.
Right. And I know that you've been like involved in like multiple, sides of storytelling, whether it's
Yeah.
producing, writing, acting.
Mhm.
Which role feels the most natural to you?
Um, I love writing.
Mhm.
That's gonna always be my thing. Directing would be second, but writing is my first choice as because without the story, we wouldn't have a film.
Right, right. That's so true.
Yeah.
And for other creatives out there, I know art is a way of always expressing yourself or whatever you're going through in that moment. But
Mhm.
what would you give to other like artists advice about turning their pain into art?
Um, Grief is a thief. Don't let it take away your smile.
Mhm.
Find a way to, push past it and get the people that are in your circle and let them be your rock, let them hold you up. And just find a way to get past your grief and keep pushing because if you wallow in it, it's gonna keep you stuck.
Right, right. That's so true. And I know, like, so what other projects are you currently have in the brain? Are you working on anything else right now in the moment?
Um, yeah, so I'm working on the laundry feature script right
Mm.
now. And I actually do have a romance drama. I can't speak too much on it, but it'll be my directorial debut.
Okay.
And it's the most I can say it is what brown sugar was to hip hop.
Hmm.
It's brown sugar for neo soul and jazz.
I love that. That would be
Yeah,
perfect, especially like
yeah,
today.
yeah.
D'Angelo has,
Yeah,
something.
no, Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I am looking forward to hearing that, seeing
Yeah,
that, and all the great things that's coming from you. And
thank you.
I will definitely be on the lookout. And all of you, Conversations with Epiphany, be on the lookout for more of his work. And I will leave that link below. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys
Thank
next
you.
time. Bye bye.